Hello everyone, this is today's video analysis for August 31st, 2018. Today we are going to look at the USDCAD, the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar. For today's trade analysis, long-term trend here on the daily time frame really in essence has been up. If you really take the longer term view, going all the way back to August, well, about this time last year, we have seen the market overall in an uptrend along that long black trend line. Now, within that period, we have seen many times where the market, or several times where the market has pulled back here, is pulled back significantly here. Some smaller periods also within there. That's important because that's somewhat of what we're seeing right now is the market pulling back or going back down against the overall uptrend. The question is, are we looking for a longer term trend shift for this to turn around and go back down again? Or are we just looking simply as what we saw previously, pullbacks and then eventually returns to the trend and new highs being made. So it's an interesting time that we're in right now. You can see previously both of the previous two black trend lines pushing underneath the 100 period simple moving average. That's important because once it got underneath it, it made a little bit of a new low and then eventually turned right back around, got back above it, and went up. That's important also today because we are just now underneath that 100 period simple moving average. Let's zoom in on the current price a little bit. And here we are today, challenging just underneath that 100 period daily simple moving average, right around the 1.3 thousand level. So that's also an interesting area. That price handle 1.3 thousand or 1.30 sitting at the pink shaded area where the 100 period simple moving average comes into play. Look back in time along that pink zone, the two blue circles, and you can see historical price action. Resistance clearly over here on the left hand side, blue circle, where it found resistance for quite a long time before eventually breaking and going higher, but quite a long time found resistance there. Here on this blue circle, we see congestion around there above the 100 period simple moving average. And now here we are again, just underneath the moving average, the pink zone, which has been historical. And of course, some Fibonacci in there as well. I've taken Fibonacci from the highest high to the current low, and really this high right here at the top of the blue trend line to the current low. I've taken both of those ranges with Fibonacci, and we see some overlap here right around the pink shaded area. If I take, let's just grab this little black circle right here if I can, and move it over here to the right so we can see right here where I have the black circle. You can see those numbers, the blue numbers from Fibonacci, the Fibonacci tool overlapping right there, right around that pink shaded area right there where it comes into contact with current market price. You can see it up here at the yellow zone, just above the orange zone. So what that's showing us is when Fibonacci of different ranges overlaps, it's showing us the representation of naturally recurring patterns in the market. So we have Fibonacci here, we have the pink zone, and we have the 100 period moving average, and lastly that price handle 1.30 or 3,000 right into the pink shade area. Now we throw in the trend line. Look, the little short blue trend line coming into play here as well, showing lower highs. And I pointed this out in the trade room yesterday, and I'll just take this red circle right here. Right here where the yellow zone is, we saw the market had a significant rise one day, big blue candle, right to the yellow zone, red circle. Next day, found resistance, turned around and went back down. That's interesting if you put it in context of this pink zone and what we've seen over the past 2 days. Market rising into the pink zone, looking at resistance and the potential of it turning back lower. So the pink zone's very important for us today. One of two things is going to happen. Zoom it in one more time. Either the market is going to be consistent and find resistance here and turn around and go back down, or it's going to change and it's going to go above here and go back up. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for clues to one of these two scenarios here, right around this pink shaded area, 3,000, 3,025. Is it going to bounce off and go down, break it through and go up? I think a lot of that in large part might have to do with what happens on the US dollar today. US dollar index sitting underneath resistance. That resistance could offer too much strength and the US dollar turns lower. If that happens, of course, we look for this to go down. Oil has been on the rise for the past few days, which is good for Canada, and that would also imply that we would look for the USDCAD to go down as well. So if oil continues to go up, US dollar falls, this will likely turn lower. Now, if the opposite is true, if oil suddenly tanks, US dollar suddenly rallies, then we'd look for the break of the pink zone and the turn higher. So let's watch for price action around this pink zone today. Looking for opportunities to sell underneath, or the breakout above looks for a turn higher for the USCAD today.
From Forex Traders Daily, this has been your daily analysis with Ross Mullins. If you would like to get Ross's analysis on all the currency pairs he's watching and all the trades he takes today, join him in his live trade room by clicking on the link below. Please leave any comments you have about today's video in the comments section below.